Goku is easily one of, if not the most recognizable anime characters to this day, and the Dragon Ball franchise has consistently proven to be one of the most popular globally. You can't really think of one without thinking of the other. Goku is the main character and face of the franchise after all, and as it has continued, spawning sequels, movies, and spin-offs, the power ceiling has scaled higher and higher. I won't deny that Goku is one of anime's most physically powerful characters. He's worked very hard throughout the series to earn that power too, generally speaking. And he's an icon to people. Folks love him and use him as inspiration to better their lives. But there's another group of fans, those who are exceedingly obnoxious. Goku stans. Every time someone mentions how strong their favorite character is, they have to pipe in and ask, but can they beat Goku? Whenever there's a versus debate with Goku in it, they will pile in and immediately buff up all his feats and stats. So many people act like Goku is the strongest character in anime because they haven't seen enough anime. Well, I'm tired of it. You want to know who can beat Goku? Simone from Gurren Lagann. Now, I've thought about this pretty meticulously, because honestly, a lot of characters can beat Goku. Discounting gag characters like Arale and Saitama, as well as Light Yagami, others like Rimuru Tempest from Slime and Giorno Giovanna from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure can reasonably defeat him. But I want to discuss why Simone beats him in a fight, because Gurren Lagann is my favorite anime, and I know that series inside and out, even if my overall analysis of Simone's power was a bit flawed. So for the uninitiated Dragon Ball fans who've never heard of Gurren Lagann, who is Simone? He is the leader of Team Dai Gurren and the pilot of Lagann, a small mecha that can combine with any other mecha. With his leadership, humanity was able to overcome the oppression of both the Spiral King and the Anti-Spirals, and truly become free. He is undoubtedly the strongest character in the show, and one of the strongest in fiction. The range of abilities granted to him because of Spiral Power, which is the power of evolution that creatures with Helix DNA have access to, is immense, and his power is just as immense. But of course, how and why does he beat Goku? We all know Goku is stupid powerful, able to match gods and move way faster than light. He's garnered forms that make him incredibly strong in combat. And he's also just a genius when it comes to martial arts. Well, let's talk about the ways his abilities are countered, because truthfully, almost everything Goku can do, Simone either does better or completely neutralizes. First off, Goku's newest and arguably strongest form, Ultra Instinct. This lets Goku fight without his mind clouding his judgment. He can react and attack at perfect intervals, essentially choosing the exact right maneuver every time without having to think about it. He can even match up to Jiren, one of the strongest characters in the Dragon Ball multiverse, who is stated in canon to be as strong, if not stronger, than a god of destruction like Beerus, who has enough power to destroy the universe. With a power like this, Goku can utilize both his incredible strength brought on by forms like Super Saiyan, as well as his extensive martial arts abilities. Time and time again, he was shown to outmatch almost every opponent he came across after learning to master this technique. Well, it's not really a stretch to say that half of Ultra Instinct's arsenal is knowing exactly when and where to dodge. Goku's moves are flowing and practically graceful, his mind is at peace, and he overall avoids getting hit. After all, the opponent can't win a physical battle if they can't hit you. But Simone can, particularly because of one of his spiral abilities, Probability Manipulation. This is an ability we see used by Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann and Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. Both are able to attack at every single point in space and time, guaranteeing that the attacks will hit. This has been used to attack beings in other dimensions or even other dimensional beings, like the Anti-Spirals. Simone has access to this technique because it is an ability brought on by Spiral Power. He's used it to fight against the Anti-Spirals before. Goku can't dodge an attack if it's happening at every single point in space and time. Instant transmission would not be able to escape from it because I need to emphasize again that Simone can hit every point in space and time. no amount of spatial distortion or time shenanigans can dodge. That already negates half of Ultra Instinct's usage, his current strongest form, and none of Goku's other forms seem to be as strong as Ultra Instinct. But it doesn't stop there. Goku is of course very powerful with Ki. Attacks like the Kamehameha and Spirit Bomb are his bread and butter, and they're capable of wiping away planets at the low end and dealing with immensely powerful beings like Beerus at the high end. His standard Ki blasts are enough to dispatch most of anime's fighters. Logon has an energy shield that can block energy-based attacks, and that should reasonably include Ki. It famously blocked Enki's crest laser, which was strong enough to blow up an entire mountain, and this didn't even make a dent in it. This has been shown later on to deal with the impact of entire moons, as Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann didn't even flinch at multiple being lobbed at it. And even later, other versions of Logon were able to block the collapsing of an entire universe, which was significantly larger than our own, and they didn't even appear to have their energy levels impacted at all. They protected the other members of Team Daiguren after the Anti-Spiral's defeat. So if that shield can block the collapsing of a universe, what hope does Goku have to get past it with any of his Ki blasts? Obviously, people are going to argue and say that Goku is definitely able to destroy Universe 7. Firstly, though he may be rivaled or even stronger than Beerus due to his mastered Ultra Instinct, this does not mean he possesses the raw power needed. Beerus is a god of destruction. It is literally in his arsenal due to powers like Hakai, though there have been moments where Saiyans like Gogeta and Broly broke apart space itself. Destroying the entire universe is something that should not be in Goku's power range. Even if he could, it would take a while to power up enough Ki. Simon's energy shield is far too strong for Goku to bypass, at least without a ton of effort. Simply the act of trying to destroy Simon's shield could deplete a lot of Goku's energy, and his stamina is not infinite. And the upper range of the shield is never actually tested, since it doesn't even waver from the universal blast. It could perhaps block attacks from beings far stronger, like Whis, the Grand Priest, or Zeno. So, of course, we ultimately come down to physical stats. Goku has been shown repeatedly to move much faster than light, to match muscles with beings who can threaten multiple planets and even the universe, such as Jiren and Beerus. It's reasons like this that most other anime verses, who hardly go beyond our own planet, can never hope to match Dragon Ball. Well, along comes Gurren Lagann to completely outmatch the entire Dragon Ball multiverse. And that includes Simon. Simon is physically faster and stronger than Goku, Jiren, Beerus, Whis, the Grand Priest, and Zeno the Omni King. In the final battle of the show, the team uses spiral power to create a mecha known as Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. It is somewhere between 5 to 100 billion light years tall, big enough to stand on other universes that exist all throughout the Anti-Spirals universe, which sits on the edge of the multiverse. Yes, each of these is an entire universe. It's been confirmed by the series creators that they didn't really know how to represent a universe outside of just drawing a galaxy. TTGL scales somewhere around low complex multiversal, able to withstand being knocked through several universes and tank the Infinity Big Bang Storm, an attack that is actually as strong as the Big Bang. Unlike Vegeta's move, it is created by two entire universes being clashed together. Now, the show ends with Lagann proving stronger than TTGL, delivering the final blow against the Anti-Spirals when its counterpart could not. In the second movie, which is a retelling of the show's second arc, we get Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. Series writer Kazuki Nakashima confirmed that Super TTGL is larger than the observable universe, so greater than 92 billion light years. It is the combination of several mecha as strong as TTGL, putting this bad boy around high complex multiversal. Just a clash of drills between it and Super Grazenvama created a singularity that sucked in all mass within the Anti-Spirals universe. The Anti-Spirals are far stronger than both units, as they can create a universe as large as this, destroy other universes with ease, and manipulate space, time, and reality with seemingly no limits. They can traverse the multiverse, create a multi-dimensional labyrinth that creates universes as quickly as they are perceived, and is an 11th dimensional being that is fully omnipotent. They essentially scale to or higher than both the Grand Priest and Zeno, beings with infinite power and control over the infinite multiverse. The anti-spirals reasonably should be hyperversal, if not borderline outerversal. The finale of the second movie has Simone fighting the anti-spirals in a full-on clash of strength. Punches, kicks, grapples, it is a very brutal fight, and Simone is able to defeat them. This is direct scaling. He is at least as fast and as strong as the anti-spirals, who are stronger and faster than every previous version of Gurren Lagann. Though Goku has fought and bested beings like Jiren and Moro, who can threaten the universe and beyond, Simone has defeated and is more powerful than the anti-spirals, who could threaten the multiverse. Goku is faster than light, Simone is massively faster than light, if not possessing incalculable speed. His strength far exceeds Goku, since he can physically defeat an 11th dimensional being strong enough to throw, create, and destroy entire universes. Goku, as a Saiyan, can increase his strength whenever he is faced by near death. It is a crazy ability that guarantees he will always come back stronger. He, as a Saiyan, is bred to battle. Simone has that ability, but better. With spiral power, he has an infinite level of growth. At the start of episode 26, it is safe to call Simone and the Mecha he pilots roughly galaxy level. By the end of episode 27, which is not even more than an hour later, he is high complex multiversal or hyperversal. He doesn't need to almost die. Just by meeting someone stronger, he evolves to surpass them, simply by believing he gets stronger. And by the epilogue, he's gone even beyond that, shown by the spiral power in his eye. His upper limits don't exist. They are reasonably infinite. Goku has not been able to surpass Whis, so how can he beat Simone, who has beaten a character that is equivalent to Zeno, someone who is significantly stronger than Whis? And remember that collapsing universe feat I mentioned before? Lagann was basically destroyed when that happened, so Simone withstood the collapse of the universe and was untouched. Simone counters most of Goku's abilities and outmatches him in terms of strength, speed, and durability. Goku can and will continue to grow in power in the anime and manga. But when most of his abilities are countered and the gap in raw power is already that immense, it doesn't really matter. There won't be a point where Goku can defeat Simone, because Simone's ability is infinite. Goku taps into evolution thanks to his Saiyan biology. Simone is evolution. The point of this video is not to undervalue Goku or overvalue Simone. Both of these characters mean something to their fans. They both inspired many to move forward, to grow and believe in themselves. I may love Gurren Lagann significantly more than Dragon Ball, but I will never say that anyone is wrong for liking or loving the show. We all have art that means something to us, and if Goku is your idol, that's great. If he inspires you, that's great. If he's your favorite character, that is great. But nobody can beat everybody. Not even Simone, for as much as I've discussed, can defeat every character in fiction. But he does still beat Goku. Click the join button below to become a member of the dojo to gain access to exclusive emoji, badges, and brand new videos.